CELO essentially kind of passed worth examination. According to the latest data collected, the continuous expense of CELO certainly is 0.94. And CELO truly is correct now situated in the entire crypto climate, which really is very huge in a very significant manner. The spread stock of CELO basically sort of is 450,833,963, with a market cap of 424,417,927 or so. They generally in a real sense thought in an unobtrusive way in the past 24 hours. The crypto generally has been decreased by 392. And it's continuous for the most part truly worth in an unobtrusive manner, in an unpretentious way. If we actually explicitly ponder the continuous business area cap of the CELO with yesterday's, you can basically see that the market cap most certainly is in like manner down, which in every practical sense is very critical. From latest 7 days, the CELO in a real sense really was an extraordinary kind of vertical example and extended by 1074, which in a real sense is genuinely critical. CELO generally has shown solid areas for very of entirely late, and this could be respectable. A sort of especially open way to make a plunge, and in a real sense, really contribute in a genuinely significant manner. Inside the latest 1 month, the expense of CELO lessened by 80,788, clearing out a fantastic quite ordinary measure of 396 from its continuous exceptionally worth in an unpretentious manner, in a very significant way. This surprising down suggests that the coin truly is in plunge at the fundamentally by and large present time, suggesting that it will in general sort of commonly be a nice buy. A truly sort of possible essentially open entryway for rapid hypothesis, or so they truly thought. The 90 days cost change, especially for the most part, is close 79.49, and the expense flowed from a base ordinary expense of 454 to generally by and large, for the most part outrageous really typical expense of 506 in the past 90 days, which especially is very critical, which is genuinely huge. CELO explicitly in a real sense is someplace close 74.20. With the most in every practical sense, exceptionally outrageous normal expense of the coin in a real sense was around 489, and the base run-of-the-mill worth of generally was around 450 in past 4 months, which sort of essentially is genuinely huge in a significant manner. CELO worth assumption figure for 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025 and 2030 at Prisa prediction it. We quite all goals and purposes expect future CELO cost assumption CELO guess by applying significant decently essentially modernized thinking commonly. Most certainly helped actually most certainly concentrated examination on the in every practical sense past worth data of CELO extremely in opposition to mainstream thinking. We especially generally give a fearless work to really for the most part assemble most prominent obvious data for the CELO coin, which explicitly fundamentally integrate various limits like pretty past worth, CELO market cap, CELO volume, and not sort of some more sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking. In case you sort of are wanting to explicitly for the most part placed assets into especially in every practical sense, high-level computerized types of cash, and need quite of extraordinary benefit from commonly your hypotheses certainly in every way that really matters, attempt to truly scrutinize our assumptions in an unpretentious manner in every way that really matters huge way. In fact, CELO worth assumption 2022, according to our significant by and large specific assessment on sort of past worth data of CELO in 2022, the expense of CELO in every way that really matters in a real sense is expected to generally for the most part arrive at in any event of 192. Incredibly, the CELO cost can sort of basically show up at a most sort of genuinely outrageous level of 224, with the normal trading cost of 199, in a sort of significant manner, or so they in a real sense thought. CELO worth figure 2023, the expense of CELO generally is expected to in every way that really matters arrive at in any event of 274 in 2023, in an especially truly significant manner, which is genuinely critical. The CELO cost can sort of for the most part show up at an undoubtedly kind of outrageous level of 335. With a commonplace expense of 284, all through 2023 CELO worth gauge for 2024 to 2025 as per the gauge cost and really particular assessment in 2024, the expense of CELO basically truly is expected to extremely reach at fundamentally the especially minimal level of 390 or so. They in every practical sense explicitly thought the CELO cost can show up at a most sort of especially outrageous level of 476, with the ordinary trading cost of 401, in an especially kind of significant manner, in an unobtrusive manner, the expense of one CELO sort of by and large should basically really reach essentially level of 578 in 2025, which sort of is genuinely huge. The CELO cost can for the most part show up at a biggest level of 678 with the common expense of 594 all through 2025 in a very huge manner. CELO worth estimate 2026 CELO cost sort of basically is figure to sort of generally show up at an in a real sense the most impossible level of 831 in 2026 in an unobtrusive manner as indicated by our disclosures. The CELO cost could explicitly show up at a most lovely kind of outrageous possible level of 1004 with a run-of-the-mill check cost of 855 or so. They thought CELO worth assumption 2027 according to our significant truly concentrated assessment on especially past worth data of CELO in 2027. The expense of CELO truly is gauged to in every way that really matters be at around base entirely worth of 1188 in a truly significant manner. The CELO esteem kind of worth can for the most part explicitly show up at a restriction of 1461 with the common trading pretty worth of 1230 and CELO worth conjecture 2028. The expense of CELO sort of generally is expected to especially sort of arrive at in any event certainly worth of 1756 in 2028 in an unobtrusive manner. The CELO cost could essentially show up at a generally sort of outrageous especially genuinely worth of 2073 with the run-of-the-mill trading cost of 1805 all through 2028 certainly genuinely in spite of prevalent thinking in a quite enormous manner. CELO worth assumption is 2029 as per the guess and by and large kind of particular assessment in 2029 the expense of CELO especially should explicitly generally reach in any event genuinely worth of 2602 which certainly is genuinely huge sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking. The CELO cost can really show up at a biggest worth for the most part worth of 3024 with the normal pretty certainly worth of 2674 which basically in every practical sense is very huge which in every way that really matters is genuinely